Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome to the Mad Lucrative Podcast. I'm the host, the one, the only Magneto 7 in the building. Listen, this is episode, what is this? Episode 86. Episode 86. I'm gonna cue the clap button in right here. Clap in. But listen, it's been a pretty cool weekend. Father's Day. Shouts out to all the fathers, all the dads, all the deadbeats, all of y'all that was in the streets this weekend. What's up, baseball baller? What up, what up, what up? We got TikTok in the building. But listen, everybody that was here last week, I don't know where to start. I'm going to first shout out all the people that's on TikTok. Shout outs to Amber. Shouts out to Shannon. I think I saw a Shannon over there. Shouts out to Angela. Listen, I normally, if y'all are normal every week listeners, I normally have a clap button, right? But right now, the laptop's down. So I have no music. I have no clap button. So my apologies. My apologies. But welcome to the show. Solo, welcome to the show. What's up? Please come in, share the live, all that good stuff. This pod will be up tomorrow on YouTube. This is the Mad Lucrative Podcast. It will be up tomorrow on YouTube. But anyway, let's start. So I just finished celebrating. I'm gonna say it wrong every time. So Lord, I'm gonna call my wife and she'd be like, "Oh my God." But we just finished celebrating our 12-year anniversary. I'm gonna cue a clap right there. Listen, for the people that feel like marriage is like not a real thing and you can't do it, I'm a witness. You can be married. You can do things the right way. You can build a legacy with a person. I'm going to tell you this, though. I ain't going to lie. Because we've been together since, God. We've been together since '08. Me and my wife have been together since '08. And if y'all are new to the pod, I'll sum up our relationship for a second. And then y'all kind of understand some of what's going on. So when I first met my wife, you know, I love to go ahead and paint the story like I like to paint it, because she's gonna paint it the way she wants to. But this is how the story started with me and her. So it was one wedding rehearsal, right? And I was like, yo, the girl I gotta play for. I was playing the piano, by the way. I was like, this girl is dope. She's sexy. Like, oh my God, I got to bag her. Right? What's up, Kimberly? So I saw, and I was playing the keys, right? Playing the keys, and this is at the wedding rehearsal. So me, of course, I put my joints on, a little small talk here and there, a little small talk. I was smooth. I was him. I was already him. And she gonna watch this tomorrow and be like, that is not how it went. But I was already him. And I was on the road to get my Grammys. I think I had got one placement at the time. I had produced a song for Jim Jones and I had produced a song for Twista. And I was just going back and forth to New York, working. And I remember the first night, right? The first night, well, let me rewind. So the next day the wedding comes, right? What's up, Oscar? Next day the wedding comes. So I'm playing at the wedding. Of course, at the time I had my condo. In my condo, I had a baby grand piano, had the plush blue couch, the plush blue chase, and it was up in the joint, up like second story. So it was fly. So came to the wedding, had the linen suit on, had the tan linen suit on with the pink shirt underneath that joint. Was it pink? I think it might have been pink. But had the pink Artil. I love loud colors. I ain't gonna lie, I love loud colors. It was pink Artil, had the joints on. And I was playing the keys. I looked at her right quick, right? Looked at her like that. She was singing. I was like, yo, I'm about to bag her. Like, that's gonna be my wife. Like, wife. So she gonna be laughing at this. So, after the wedding, I was packing up my keys and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna see if she would go on a date with me. See if she go on a date. So I was talking. She was like, I might. We'll see. So she gave me a phone number. Keep in mind, like, social media wasn't popping back then. I think this was MySpace? '08, probably MySpace days. So we coming in. I call every night. We on the phone for hours at a time. 2 hours here, 2 hours there. What you doing? I don't know. What you doing? I don't know. What you doing? I'm about to fall asleep. Okay, for real? I'm going to just stay here until you fall asleep. Ooh. Yo. So so me and my wife was just building this rapport. I think we dated for well, we courted. We courted. That's what the church people call it, courting. So we courted for about I'm gonna say 3 6 months, something like that. We courted, and then it was the night. I got to put my Rick Ross voice on. It was the night. Oh wait, rainy outside. We in Charlotte, North Carolina. No, Concord Mills. We at Concord Mills. We at Concord Mills. And I said, you know what? I want a date. I want you to be my girlfriend. I ain't gonna lie, it was a vibe. I'm sounding mad corny right now, but it was a vibe. It was a vibe. So she's like, I kind of want you to be my boyfriend too. I was like, for real? Bet. So, so we went on here to solidified it, and this was '08, the night that Obama got elected. Right? We were, I think the place was called Razoo's. Night Obama got elected. So ever since then, '08, we been like she traveled overseas. I traveled back and forth to New York, to LA, and producing music. She touring. She like we were apart for at least a year after we started dating. But listen, I turned the joints back on. This is after 3 years of us dating, right? We dated for 3 years. I'm putting y'all the game. I'll be 40. I ain't gonna tell you how old she's gonna be. She'll be like, I ain't 40, but anyway. So we going back and forth. We building something. We good. So 3 years in, she was in Singapore. I was in New York in a studio session. Just finished producing 50 Cent. And I said, you know what? This it. I don't remember what it was. I think I was drinking like some Ciroc or something that night. It's something that had me gone. But anyway, I was like, yo, this my wife right here. This is my wife right here. So I started planning the joints. I had a little bit of money. Fellas, this ain't nothing about dating. This is not a dating pod today. I'm just telling y'all about my situation. Fellas, if you don't have money, don't ask that girl to do nothing. I'm sorry. I'm old school. Call me old school if you want to. But fella, what up, Malik? Fellas, if you want to date a girl, right? Make sure your bag is right first. And I'm not saying that women are materialistic or all this about is a bag for them. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying that as a man, is no greater feeling than being fully prepared to be able to take care of a woman. Most women are. Let's agree, disagree. Huh? Let's agree. Valley S was it? SZN says most women are. I want to agree, but I have to disagree a little bit. Have a little bit. You know. Hold up. I'm gonna come back to y'all in a second. Got to finish the story. So we going back and forth. She coming back. She's planning to come back to the U.S. She coming back to the U.S. I'm coming back to North Carolina from New York. Again, I was producing music for people. And I got her family together. I got my family together. I told my mom, I said, Mom, I think I met the right one. I met her. I think I got her. She's like, for real? I was like, yeah, I think I'm going to marry her. She's like, bars. So we going in. She's coming back. From Singapore. I said, all right, you know what? We're going to do it big. We're going to do this SHIT big. I'm not cussing today. No cussing on today's pod. We're going to do it big. I said, you know what? When she comes down the escalator, like a movie, this is a real movie, SHIT. When she come down the escalator, I'm going to be like, yo, you know what? One knee, bam. One knee, bam, off the escalator. So it kind of happened that way. But so she's coming down the escalator. She looking mad skinny. So I'm like, yo, Bae done got mad skinny. He said, happy pride. Hey. But Bae done got mad skinny. So she coming down. I'm still gonna marry. You know, it is what it is. We good. Hit that knee. Bam. Saw the roses. Bam. Saw the balloons. Bam. She's like, y'all know how the women do. You know how the women do. She did it. I was like, yeah. It's happening. So she give me the hug. She take the ring, and it's been history ever since. We were only, again, fellas, try to get to the bag. We were only engaged for, I think we were engaged for 6 months. We got married on that 7th month because we could. We were in the position to be able to do so. So I say all that to say this: like, make sure when you find the right one, fellas, ladies, more so the fellas. When you find the right one, I got the wrong glasses on too. But when you find the right one, make sure you go ahead and wife her up. Because what happens is this. You bypass all of the conversations that a lot of the social media influencers, y'all know the conversations that they're having. The social media influencers are having conversations that sound like this. Women don't do nothing. It's 50-50. It's this, like, you don't have those conversations if you prepare yourself to be able to be in a relationship with a woman. Peace and blessings. Okay, so I do have some things I want to talk about. Oh, yeah. So I'm going to come back to the story. YouTube, I'm sorry. I'm going to come back to the story. Let's read some of these comments on TikTok. Hey, listen, I promise you, I be live most of the time. And then I got claps for y'all. I got the bombs for y'all, but the laptop ain't working. So anyway, let's see. Bam Media 21. Howdy doody daddy do, my dude. I married my wife making $40,000 a year. Now I make $180,000 a year. See, that's what I'm talking about. See, howdy dude. I'm about to call you howdy duty. My bad. But Bam Media said he met his wife making $40,000 a year, right? Now he makes $180,000 a year. Now, I almost can guarantee you, without even asking him the question or her the question, I don't know. It's a him. I'm going to say it's a him. But without even asking the question, I guarantee you it's been a lot of communication, learning different learning different communication skills, learning different love languages, learning what this person like. Oh, you don't want to eat that this time? Well, I need to lose some weight. Look at this. You go through all of those changes when you get married. Like, that's just one of the things. That's how this works. But, yo, shouts out to you, yo. I love that. Let's see. Son SZN says, same goes for men, some negative aspects as well, too. Okay, I go with that. Tex says, what was the Grammy for? Listen, okay, so the Grammy was for Eminem. I produced on Eminem's Recovery album. I had to break it down too, because the last live I had, somebody tried to test me. I started cussing. I had to bleep out half the whole live. So I'm going to just address you right now and let you know. So I did win the Grammy for producing on the Recovery album. I produced the last song on the Recovery for Eminem. The whole album was up for 2 categories. You with me? The whole album was up for 2 categories. One was album of the year and one was rap album of the year. And then he had a whole lot of other singles of the year, because Love the Way You Lie for Rihanna was on there. Not Afraid was on there. So there's a lot of records on there, right? But again, he was nominated for album of the year and hip hop album of the year, right? So now he did not win album of the year. So I did not get a Grammy for that. Didn't get a Grammy for that. But he did win hip hop album of the year. I got a Grammy for that. I got the certification in my little lobby out here. So that's what I got the Grammy for. Nico says, Happy Pride. Shouts out to you. We love everybody. Joey Tatum, what kind of deodorant do you use? Whatever one I got. I don't know I think I used Suave last time. Tried and True says, peace and blessings. Mr. Doug just joined. What's up? Shouts out to you, Mr. Doug. Okay. So let me get back to the marriage conversation. Just a little bit, because I got some real stuff to talk to y'all about. But so now we just celebrated our 12-year anniversary being married. 12 years married to the same woman, not cheating. Huh? No slipping. Team no slip. And so 12 years married, and then 1, 2, 3 years dating. So what's that? 12 plus 3, 15 years together, same person. I'm telling you it's possible. What happens is this. I think with a lot of relationships, couples start to compare themselves to certain influencers that have families that's on social media, and everybody tries to do, oh, black love, oh, love sees no colors, love sees no gender, love all of this, love, love, love. I get it. Everybody love everybody. But guess what? When ish hit the fan, you don't love nobody. It get real. When you're married and you're in a relationship with another person, it gets real. And what happens is, I think a lot of people don't look at the growth aspect. Like when you get married to a person, you have to automatically kind of have to assume that this person won't be the same person that you met 10 years ago. And you have to be okay with it. Make sure I ain't missing no call. I got mad phones. But make sure you're okay with the growth of that person. Because what's happened is, I'll take me for example. I love to be the example sometimes. Sometimes I don't like to be the example. Like today, I really did not feel like podcasting, but I'm here. I'm here for y'all. I'm here for you. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all y'all. I'm here for y'all. But what happens is, like with me and my wife, we started getting into the career aspect of music, right? So, of course, up front, it's like the beautiful thing. Oh, she married a Grammy Award-winning music producer. She's beautiful. She's a singer. Oh, my God, you just went to Europe, and you went to Paris, and you went to Singapore, and you did all of this stuff. Like, we see that, right? Oh, you was on this TV show. I love going. I like getting into my voice. What up? What up? You on the TV show. I saw Lucrative, Brad Paisley. Your husband was on there supporting you. That was so beautiful. Team Black Love. Right. Right. But nobody likes to talk about the responsibility aspect. The responsibility aspect of relationship. Because I think when you're in the entertainment business, everybody automatically assumes that when you're in the entertainment business, you're screwing everybody. Everything is just wide open. You can do this with this. Oh, girl, I know you. If he a Grammy Award winning producer, then yeah, he deserves a hall pass. Yeah, no, it don't work like that. No, it don't work like that. Or bruh, she beautiful, man. I know. Shoot, if it's some money at stake, at least this is the old school. Old school used to think like that. But if it's some money on the table, then you might need to go ahead and let her do what she need to do to go ahead and glow up. No. Selling poo-poo. Yo, you gonna let your wife sell some poo-poo so you get, no. I gotta say poo-poo because I got some young listeners. I do have some young listeners. So, Alan said, let's go on a submarine date. I ain't gonna lie. Under other circumstances, outside of what we're gonna talk about today, a submarine date does sound pretty fly. But again, we're 12 years in. We said, okay, you know what? The kid's going to go to Carolina. We're going to enjoy each other. We're going to have just a whole week just being adults, doing it grown up. You know what I mean? Doing it grown up, doing your thing. So, kids out. We're on vacation. We're in a hotel. I'm going to skip certain parts of the hotel. You know, we just vibe. We vibing. But we start to just look into what we wanted to do as far as activities as a couple. And what I'm grateful to say is I love the fact that we've been intentional about growing together. Like I can't go over that note. That's a big part of a relationship. We got in a space where we are not only growing together, but we're growing to like a lot of the same things. Because I think what happens with a lot of couples is they grow apart because they don't keep tabs on what their partner's dreams are. If your partner got a dream to be a boss or to be a millionaire, sometimes you might not have to have certain dream talks. And when I say dream talks, I'm not talking about being a dreamer and wanting more out of your life and wanting more out of a family. But certain dream talks might interrupt the progress of what dream you're already working on, if that makes sense. For instance, me and my wife, everybody know, if y'all new here on TikTok, welcome. Daniel, welcome. But a lot of people know that we do real estate. We have an interior design business, and we do remodels, rehabs, um, not walk through, inspections, rental property. We do all of this, right? Well, for a certain time, I had to kind of lay low off of doing music to build the business. That don't mean I don't love music. I still love music. I still love producing. I still feel like I'm one of the fierest motherfuckers in these streets. But when it came to business, if I focused too much on the music, then the business would suffer. And my wife had to learn to know what that looks like and know what type of conversations we need to have in this season. I don't need to talk about making no beats if I need to talk about how many sheets of drywall we need to order for this property. I don't need to talk about, linking up with this artist and going over to this mixer and all this stuff. If we got a scope of work, we got to submit for one of our contractors to do a build out. The focus is this, right? So I think a lot of couples just start to write off a dream because the partner's not in the same place in the same season at the same time. I think the more we start to realize that relationships are like rotating parts, and this time at this season, I'm going to be on the east, right? And you're on the west. But when we switch, I'm on the west, you're on the east. But at some point, we in the middle at the core. You know what I mean? We have to realize that. So I know this is a long story. I'm sorry. Rosa, what's up? So again, me and my wife was going out, and she had some dope stuff planned for Father's Day because Father's Day landed on our anniversary weekend. And she was like, well, I got this plan, I got this plan, I got this plan. So I was like, wow. Fellas, how good does it feel when your woman plans some joints for you when you normally plan? Now, I'm a dope planner, and I cook. Huh? Double whammy. And I do other things. What up, Chubby? So she going in, she got this, and we show up at this concert. Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I gotta find it. I gotta find what the name of it was. But we show up at this concert, right? Well, it wasn't really a concert. It was like this big outdoor situation. And I love staying in Atlanta for this stuff. Like, when I tell you the venue was literally like 15 minutes from my house. And I'm right in Atlanta. Like, what's up? What up? I'm right in Atlanta. So the venue was like 15, 20 minutes from the house. So we get there, and I'm just like, yo, this is fire. Food trucks and stuff everywhere. We going to the venue. I hear hip hop. Music. So I'm a hip hop head. 80s baby. Hear the music playing. I'm like, oh, okay. It's a vibe. I'm chilling though. I'm still chilling because I don't want to sweat. Like, big boys be sweating. Save Jesus saves. What up? But everybody knows big boys be sweating in the sun. So I was just like, I don't want to do too much. I'm going to do a little bit of this, just a little bit of this. If you're an audio listener, I'm bopping my shoulders. So we walk into the venue. I hear Ed Lover. Yo. Listen, I want to do a whole series on all the old VJs and DJs from back in the day, like MTV, BET, all the joints from back in the day. I want to interview them on the pod and just have a really, really dope conversation. But anyway, so I hear Ed Lover. What up, Jay Official? So I hear Ed Lover in the background. They got the I'm like, oh! So I'm trying to keep my composure because, again, this is a date. This is a date for me and my wife. But my wife know I'm a hip-hop head. Like, I came up on breaking beats. I came up on the dark drums and all that. I came up on that. So I'm like, I'm hearing the joints. So I started doing a little diddy bop. So I might try to find the video. I might post the video in the corner for YouTube. But I'm gonna say 30 minutes in, I'm all the way in. I'm all the way in doing the diddy bop. I'm sweating. I got one other guy. They went to the what was it? I think they started playing the Fat Boys. They started playing the Fat Boys music. If you don't know who the Fat Boys are, go look up the Fat Boys from the 80s. So they started playing that Fat Boys music. They started playing some Busta Rhymes. They started playing all the 90s hip hop. They just playing them joint. He playing them joint. Ed Love on the stage, just rocking like this with the gray beard. I'm like, yo, this is fire. This is dope. So they started playing Planet Rock. I think it was Planet Rock. Planet Rock. They started playing that joint. So this older guy, which I'm older in time in my biological music clock than I am in age. Like I said, I'm about to be 40. So the songs that he's playing, I would have had to be in my teenage years in the late 80s and the 90s. But my aunt grew me up to be a hip hop head. So he playing the records. Go. Like, oh! So this dude comes up. He looks at me like this. I look at him like this. He looks at me like this. My wife looking at me laughing. I'm like, I'm about to take him down. What up, Kush? So he playing the record. So I see you like, yo, you crazy. I'm telling you. So I see the DJ playing the record. So then the one record note, everybody knows that loves to dance. If you love to dance, you know what happens when this record comes on. Dun, 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 dun. Then he stopped it. Everybody go crazy. Oh, I'm like, yo, play that. I said, you better not play this record. You play this record, I'm going to take this boy down. I'm going to take him down. What up, Chris? So DJ does it one more time. Ding, 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 ding. Stop. I said, yo, all right, it's over. I'm here. I'm locked in. So my wife is just laughing. Looking at the shit like this. She doing shit like this, laughing. So he come back in. Then he playing, we all in. So I'm looking at the dude, old dude. He got like mad gray hair. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna easily detonate him, right? So my boy hit me with the robot. So I said, okay, I got the robot. So I hit him back with the robot, pass it off. He like, yo, I know you ain't just do that. So I started doing a little skip joint like this. So my wife recording the whole joint laughing. So I'm like, yo, I had to take him down. At some point, he got tired, sat down. I'm still here. Still here. I need a clap button right there. Still here. Won a dance battle. Only me, King Man. But yo, I had mad fun. I ended up meeting Ed Lover after the show. We took a picture. I'm gonna try to get him on the podcast. Hopefully I can get him to come through. And it just made me really appreciate. It made me appreciate a partner that knows what I like, and as I would her. Like, she knows what type of dude she married to. So, yeah, yeah. Let's see. Let's go to TikTok for a second. Nobody said anything. Hi, what's up, Alan? Let's go on Submarine Day. I already talked to you. Tell us where the missing submarine is. Cuh. Yo, Michael A., I got to put the cuh in there because you wrote it, so I got to put it. What up, Lindsay? So Michael A., cuh. All right, so I'm gonna give you my hood version of where I think the submarine is, right? As a matter of fact, I had that way down on my list of things to talk about, but since you mentioned it, we're here now. It's 30 minutes into anyway, so we gonna talk. So everybody's seeing the news about the missing submarine, and I just had a lot of questions. One of my questions are, or is? Which one is it? One of my questions are or is? Are or is? Right? One of them. But anyway, one of my questions was who is on the submarine? Is. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. So one of my questions is who's on the submarine? Why are they on the submarine? And what's the significance of it disappearing right now? Have y'all thought this? Have y'all thought about this? This is the first thing I think first. I know that it's missing. Shouts out to Jonathan. I know it's missing. I know it's a big situation going on. But who's on the submarine? So let's go to Google right quick. I know Google probably is funded by the what is it? Kanye West. He said he named all of them. The CCA and FBI and like what is it? New Slaves. Go listen to New Slaves. Kanye talked about all of them. But let's see who is on the submarine. Okay. Oh, they about to give us some of this sauce. All right. The people that's on the missing submarine is Paul, Henry. I don't know how to pronounce that name. French explorer, stock Russian, CEO of Oceangate, right? The CEO of Oceangate is on the submarine, right? That just sound like money. It sound like money. So let's do some more digging. Let's do some more digging. What is Oceangate? All right. Oceangate is made for Expedition's Chief Executive Officer Stockton Rush, who was on this occasion when it was okay. So he's on the joint. So Oceangate, and I'm not the news. I'm gonna unpack it from my view. So let's say this: if the CEO of Oceangate is on the submarine that's currently missing. How long do y'all know how long that it could be underwater? And let me see, which is yes on TikTok. Do XLR cables? Yes. I run XLR cables on everything. Joints of fire. Maryland, what's up? So, who's on the Oceangate? Okay. 55, 58 year old, 48 year old, 77 year old, 61 year old. All right, let's do this. How much? And again, I would normally do this. Y'all know I'm normally more professional than this. I promise I am. But I ain't got no laptop, so I got 3 phones. I'm gonna just use this one. So, how much does Oceangate cost? So Oceangate, okay. All right. It's enough of this. It's enough of this. This ain't okay. So one tour per person is $250,000. So if you got 4 people on that joint, it's $1 million worth of tour on this one ride, right? $1 million, $250,000 a person. The only people that I know that can afford $250,000 for a tour are up, like super up. So, do we believe that the Oceangate tour was just to go see the Titanic, or were they trying to do some other stuff? And I don't want to get into my conspiracy zone. I do those. I don't want to do it tonight. But do we believe that they were just... This is a podcast or TikTok Live. It's both. It's both. So this podcast that we're currently recording is the Mad Lucrative Podcast. It will be on YouTube tomorrow. But I'm just live with y'all right now because I like to vibe with y'all. You know what I mean? So, were they into some other stuff? What's in the ocean? A lot of SHIT. Is it still count as cussing if you spell it out like really fast? I don't think it should. It shouldn't count as cussing if I spell it out really fast. But if it's a lot of money on this, then Are there little hidden caves in the water where once you get into the cave, it shuts it off, and then it's dry inside? And now the Oceangate little submarine is just clear. They could repair it, all that stuff in this dry water. And when they open it back up, they come back in the sea and go around. I'm just saying. I know all I know is M says all I know is at the end of the day, it's night. Yeah, I'm gonna clip that up. I might clip that up. People be like, that was not profound. At the end of the day, if you keep going, what's waiting for you? Night. I love that, M. You dope, bro. You dope. You dope. Or ma'am, or they, or I don't. Yo, I'm not getting into that today. I just get so confused. I get confused. Like everything seems like, what up, Barbara? I just get confused. I'm moving on. All right, cool. So, yeah, I don't really know what to make of the submarine situation, but I just know it seems fishy. Every time something happens over here, it seems like it's some other moving part that we're not really paying attention to is happening over there. I'm just saying. Next, I got a movie review. I got a small movie review. I haven't done one of these in a few months. But and I'm sorry, all of my Republican listeners. I'm sorry. I'm letting you know ahead of time. I got to talk about this. I got to talk about it because it was a good movie. It's a pretty good movie. So, bro. So, while I was on a date with my wife, we are trying to decide what we want to do for some of our outings. And so happened, along with Father's Day, Juneteenth is right there at it. Juneteenth, Father's Day, anniversary weekend, all bundled up like an AT&T package. So I'm like, okay, you know what? I think I want to go see a dope movie with my wife. Maybe we get a little frisky, and then by the time we leave the movies, it's a vibe. Y'all know what I mean. You get it. But it wasn't a vibe out there. I'm just saying we were both tired. Went straight to the hotel, went straight to sleep. Just letting you know. But so I said, you know what? I think I want to go see The Blackening. What is this about? The Blackening. And I will say, let's look up. I don't know who the producer was, but I got to say, they did such a good job using black stereotypes. Win. Here's a win for the home team. Let's see. I'm gonna see. I did not appreciate the chocolate girl, the cute chocolate girl from Insecure. I did not appreciate her. I'm sorry. This might be a spoiler. I'm sorry. It might be a spoiler. But I did not appreciate her doing what she did in the movie at the time she did it. Oh, that was great. I didn't give it away, and I still said what I wanted to say. I didn't think that she would do what she did in the movie at the time that she did what she did. Bam. And I was just like, okay, this is different. It says Tim Story was the director, and the budget was $5 million. Okay, I can see $5 million. It wasn't expensive looking at all. But I'm seeing some of the cast, right? Of course, we got to have a certain stereotype. We got to have the gay black dude that's like kind of flamboyant. He might be a dancer, might be an actor, whatever. Had that black character right there. Then you had the not black enough character who was kind of like the outcast of the whole bunch. Had to have that character there. Then, of course, we got to have the character that's mixed, beautiful mixed woman, right? Because she's black, but they would say we're not black enough. Bam. Then you got to have the AKA, the cute dog. You got all of those characters in there, all the black characters. And then you had the girl that spends too much money on everything. That character was there too, right? So hopefully I bundled all of it up. Right? So as the movie's going, of course the theater is predominantly what? I'm in Atlanta, black. The majority of the people that's in the room is mad black. It's just black. It is what it is. We're in Atlanta. And first off, when we were in the theater, I kind of felt a little bit of a way. I kind of wish I had my pistol on me, but it wasn't necessary. It kind of would have been necessary because it was some random dude that was just coming in and out of the theater, Then we started seeing security guards, and this is something new that I just found out. So whoever thought when you order when you order seats offline, you get to the movie theater, you have assigned seats. I didn't know if I appreciated that or not. But then the further I got into the movie and sitting down where I sat down where my seats were, I appreciated being a little bit of an elitist. I appreciated having those assigned seats. Because what happened was the little security guys, they talking on the walkie-talkie. Yeah. So they talking. And so me and my wife looking like this. So she look at me. I look at her. Like, what's really going on? I'm like, I don't know. Like, so she looking at me like, if it go down, you need to stand up and do something. And I'm like, no. That's why we have guards. Nah, yo, I promise, I ain't soft. I promise you, I ain't soft. Jesus Christ, I ain't soft. I promise you. But she's looking at me. I'm looking at her. Dude comes flying down the steps. Security guard comes in. Movie starts. I'm still feeling a little bit like, what's really going on? I don't feel too safe in this theater. Like, we should have went on the white side of town. There it is. I said it. Should have went on the white side of town. But Republican listeners, I'm sorry. But so we're in the movie theater. We're just chilling. We're watching the movie. And straight out the gate, they hit you with a nigga. So like, I already see where this going. So the game is just going. And this is gonna be the worst take of a movie. Just letting y'all know this is the worst take ever. But they playing the game, they start playing the game, then something happens, and then the movie starts to unfold. Relationships start to unfold. Everybody's running for their lives, and then there's an end. I told you the whole movie without telling you the whole movie. How about that? But I told her after we were starting to leave the theater, I was like, yo, I can appreciate the fact that they use every black stereotype to tell the story of this movie. Really good job. So Tim's story, yo, you're dope. Thank you for writing this movie. Thank you for directing the movie. Come to the pod. Love to have you on the pod. I'm sure you're in Atlanta. I'm sure you're in Atlanta. But wow, they did this for $5 million. I can appreciate it. They did a really good job. Really good job. So now this is kind of my little check-in moment. What up, Abraham? What up? So we're in the mid-year, right? 43 minutes in. I'm sorry, y'all. 43 minutes in. We're in mid-year now, and I think it's time to start readdressing certain things that we said that we wanted to do in the beginning of the year. We had the first 2 months of the year, and I might do it again next year too. We'll see. Bebout, what up? But the first 2 months of the year, we were talking about finances. We were talking about health. We were talking about family. We were talking about relationships. We were talking about friendships and business. I don't think I'm missing any other ones. And education. That was another one we were talking about that. And oh yeah, forgot to tell y'all. Please, if you're watching this on YouTube, I'm 44 minutes in. Please like, share, subscribe. Tell somebody. Tell your auntie, tell your cousin, tell your daddy, tell your friend, tell your partner, all that. Tell them to holler at me. Please like, share, subscribe to Mad Lucrative Podcast on YouTube. Mad Lucrative Podcast on YouTube. I'm here every week. 86 episodes in. I'm always here. What about you? But so it's mid-year, and I just had a few points I wanted to make before I start wrapping up the pod, because I do believe that every pod we have to have some substance. It's not just entertainment, but it is some type of know-how. It's my country way of saying advancement. This is gonna start sounding bad. Advancement of colored people, not just colored people. I love white people too. Love Mexicans too. Love Indian. Anyway. So we're mid-year, and now it's time to start thinking about where we are with our goals. Did we do enough towards the middle of the year, or towards the first and second quarter? Did we do enough to start building momentum to get us where we need to be right now? Right? I'll say it a little bit better. Did we do enough to build the momentum to get the things that we want to get right now? I know, speaking from my perspective, I know a lot of the things I just didn't want to do because I am paying attention to the market. I'm paying attention to real estate. I'm paying attention to AI, different industries, and I'm just looking at what makes sense for me and my businesses. Whether that's Curtain Room ATL, that's where we are right now. This is my space. If you need a studio in Atlanta, please come holler at me. Curtain Room ATL, everywhere. Or is it with real estate where, the market's kind of down, but commercial real estate still up a little bit? Or is it with the commercial business and coaching? Because I do coaching. I do business coaching. What's up, Amber? My business coaching business is doing really well because my clients are doing really well. So I've just been dibbling dabbling and see which one makes the most sense to go, like, I can't say all in because I'm spread it thin. I'm spread it real thin. I got a lot going on. So as I'm doing that, I'm looking at my output versus input. One word to the wise: if you're a business owner and you don't pay attention to your numbers, you're shooting yourself in the foot. Pay attention to your numbers. Your numbers will tell you everything that you need to know about your business. Your numbers in your business will tell you if you need to pivot. It'll tell you if you're in the wrong business. If you ain't making nothing, you're in the wrong business. It'll tell you if you're building enough of the right relationships. Because most of the time, if you build the right relationships, those people will in return give you referral after referral after referral. And it's kind of like I scratch your back, you scratch mine. Like, it's kind of that give and take back and forth. So how are we doing with that right now? This mid-year, we're in June. We almost out of June. December is right there. 2024 is right there. How are we looking? All of my mad lucrative money friends, how y'all looking? Because I think what happens is we get caught up in the win that we start to neglect the plan for the next win. Right? And I'm guilty. I've been there. But we can't be so focused on our current win where we're not focused on starting to aim towards the next win. Because you're going to need it. The next win should be right there around the corner. And I know I keep talking about it. I'm going to say it again this week. Like, I really get frustrated when I see, how can I say it? I gotta say it properly because I don't want to step on nobody's toes. What up, Andrea? But I really get frustrated when I see some of these fake entrepreneur business coaches get into somebody's DMs and say, "Hey, I got this coaching course. I'm gonna sell you." Sounding real slutty. Like, don't get into somebody's DM saying that you got a coaching course that's $500, $1,000. What up, Logan? You got a coaching course, $500, $1,000, and you ain't got no receipts of people to say this course works. Shame on you. I'm getting on all my coaching communities. Yo, don't sell people something that's not like working. And this is what I do. And I know some of y'all might not be in the position that I'm in. That's fine, but still adopt some of this. This is how I do. Let me do a coaching course with you. Let me do a discovery call with you. And I'm going to say the cheapest. The cheapest might be $150, right? $150. That's to show me that you serious, and that's to show you that I'm serious about what I do. With $150, I will show you all of the receipts. Made $100,000 over here, did $100,000 over there. My student over here did $115,000. I did this. This is how we did it. Here, this is how I want you to try it. Now, I don't want nobody to pay me nothing else until you try what I told you to try. Now, most of the time, like most of my mentees, I call them that because I don't call them students. Like everybody's learning from everything. But most of my mentees will say, look, I made this one adjustment and yo, that worked. How much does your coaching call? How much does a course cost per month? Because we do mentoring courses. That's like, I do a daily check-in. I do a weekly check-in. I do a monthly check-in. We got a community. We work. Everybody in the Mad Lucrative Money team, Money Friends. Floyd Mayweather got the money team. I'm not the money team. But the Money Friends. All of them, they work. Like, and I got dudes that got 9 to 5s that's doing side jobs, and they say, well, I made an extra $1,000. I made an extra $1,500. All of this counts. That's what I love to hear. So y'all, if y'all are trying to get into some courses with people, of course I want y'all to try me first. Of course I want you to try me first. But if you don't, vet the people that you're trying. Make sure that the price that they're trying to charge you is worth it. Because we got some scammers out here. It's still scamming season. Now, the good thing is all that PPP money done ran up. Ain't no more of that. Ain't no more of that. No, it's up. It's up. So everybody right now can't capitalize off of somebody's ignorance. I love that. You can't capitalize off somebody's ignorance that has a bag because they don't have a bag. There's not a lot of bags running around right now. I love it. So, anyway, mid-year check-in. How are we doing with our goals? Are our goals being met? Are our targets being met? If you set a goal in January to make $5,000 a month, I like to start low. But if you had a goal in January to make $5,000 a month and you haven't touched $2,500 a month, start asking yourself why. Right? Start asking yourself why. At this point, you should have made $30,000 if you got $5,000 a month. Should have made $30,000. So, money, all my money friends, y'all already know. What type of activity do you need to change on your day-to-day to get to that goal? I guarantee you it's going to be something that's mad loose. Mad lucrative, mad loose. It's going to be something mad loose that you're just not tending to right now. What up? Another thing. Are we doing too much dreaming? Wake your ass up. What Uncle Steve say? They already making decisions about your ass while your ass is asleep. Uncle, I love Uncle Steve for that. But yo, like for real, like, are we dreaming too much? Are our heads in the clouds way too much where we're just not being productive? Because I do believe this. I will say this. I do believe this. When you are in the space of entrepreneurship, you have to play a lot of roles in the beginning until you can hire the roles out. Remember last week what I said? Last week I said you're always going to invest time or money up front. And if you ain't got enough money to invest to get where you need to be, guess what? What you got? Time. It ain't no other option. Time or money. That's what you're going to invest up front. So, if your time is spent on IG, scrolling too much, because it is a difference between doing research on IG, where you can use that to fuel your economy of your business, or are you just scrolling? There is a big difference. So are you scrolling too much on IG, TikTok, Instagram, IG, same thing. Facebook, Twitter. I don't know who scrolls on Twitter. I can't scroll on Twitter. I might have just ADHD. I can't do it. But anyway, for those of you that use certain platforms consistently, are you getting the information that you need to fuel your business while you're already there? If you're not, I guarantee you, IG just ate up $1,000 out of your $5,000. I guarantee you, Facebook just ate up $1,000 out of your $5,000. We got to tighten up. Focus energy only. Only focus energy. Another one. Are we doing what's required to get the job done? I like for people to look at their businesses like they're doing, it sounds a little dangerous, but come with me. I like for people to conduct their businesses like they're a sniper. Like, be a sniper about your business. What does a sniper have to do? They have to get high. They have to get high up, which means you're missing the BS that might come to you on a day-to-day basis. Certain conversations, you just not going to have certain conversations because you're too high up. You can't hear from that high up, right? Then, while you're that high up, what can you do? You can look down and you can see what everybody else is doing, right? While you're looking at what they're doing, you're observing. You're taking notes. Okay, I see them doing that over there. I see they did this over there. I see they do this right here. I'm going to do this. Then you start writing out the plan. When you write out the plan, guess what? You still high up. You still high up. You planning. You got everything going. You got the momentum started. And guess what you do? Just like a sniper. You sit, you look, you see the target, you point, you aim, you fire. Focus. It takes focus to be an entrepreneur. So I like all entrepreneurs to look at business like being a sniper. Like, you got to be like so focused where when the wind blows a certain way, you be like, oh, what was that? All right. The wind blew that way. That might throw off my arsenal once it leaves the you know what. I try not to use certain words. But once I shoot this, if the wind blows a certain way, I might need to shoot a little bit more to the right so I'm going against the wind, because the wind can throw off my target. So I like it. Listen, it's focus season. Be a sniper when it comes to your business. Now, the other side of this is once you've done all your homework, you planned, you got on top of the building, you can see down on these peasants. I just had to add that in there to be spicy. But you're on top of the building, you looking down on these peasants, you like, I just shot that joint. What do most snipers do? And this is a good one right here. Don't miss it. What do most snipers do after they shoot and they hit their target? They say, all right, let me go ahead and pack up. Bam, bam, bam. Put this joint in the bag. Walk off. Go to my next part. Much like a business owner, once you succeeded in something as a business owner, and you've been a sniper, and you've been focused, and you aim towards the target, and you hit the target, it's time to pack up and go to the next business. Start another business. Do it again. Be an entrepreneur, a serial entrepreneur. Keep shooting. Keep hitting the target. Keep building. Because what's going to happen is if you keep building these businesses and you keep hitting these targets, you're going to be able to teach somebody how you hit the target, what you did. You're going to have 1,000 workers. That's how we get Fortune 500 companies, Fortune 800 companies. All these companies, that's how it happens. People see a target and they hit it. Now, what happens is we get tired. we get tired at target practice. Why are we getting tired at target practice? Starlight, do you know? Do you know Starlight on TikTok? Risby? Why do we get tired at target practice? Oh, my arm hurting. The joint keep hitting me back in the arm. It's too much power. Okay. All right, cool. That's what it is. Keep going. Do it again. Until you get numb to the punch and the kickback, keep going. Hit the target. Once you think you hit it enough, hit it again. Because what happens is, what up, Chris? What happens is if you don't hit your target in the moment, everybody knows what happens. Listen, this is the perfect analogy. This is perfect analogy. What happens for a sniper if he aims for a target and don't hit the target? What up, Miracle? Joshua, do you know? What happens for the sniper if he aims and he shoots and he misses the target? What happens? Everybody say, oh, what was that? What was that? They look up. Oh, that was him. That was him. Everybody, he right there. He right there. Just like with business. If you try to hit your target and you didn't focus and you ain't hit it, you just gave everybody the sauce. So you got 1,000 other people that's gonna go run up the elevator, come up the elevator, run up the steps, and go set up shop exactly where you are and aim to hit the target. And everybody's gonna hit the target that you were supposed to hit. But you got tired at target practice. Why are you getting tired at target practice? Hit the target. Hit it, execute, aim, do it again, do it again, do it again. All right? That section was for my Republican friends. All my Republican fans, that was for you. Yeah, I got mad friends that's in the country and they just be like, yo, you ever shot a good deer? And I'm like, I don't shoot deers. Deers taste great. I'm like, I never had a deer. Here, try it. Listen, okay. Time out before I go to this last thing and then we're gonna wrap it. Why do all of my white friends feel like, and maybe it's a country thing. Maybe it is a country thing. But why do you feel like you can get this piece of at the time deer jerky? Why do you feel like you can get this deer jerky, right? I'm gonna make this Sharpie is a deer jerky. You're gonna get it out the bag, right? This is my bag right here. I'm gonna get the deer jerky out the bag. Look at this. You want to take some deer jerky, and then you do this. Bare hand. Bare hand. Bare hand. No! You may have COVID on your fingers. Yo, I don't. All of my white friends, please tell me why that is a thing. And maybe it's just the white people that I hang around, like they're mad free. But I'm like, why are you trying to hand me some deer jerky with your bare hands? And you didn't put sanitizer on your hands. You know, maybe I'm not a Republican. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I am a, what they call them? I've been hearing some of the funniest terms, like I'm straight right wing, right? Right wing is we the real ones. Lefties, he's just loose. I've been hearing all this stuff. It's like, what are you talking about? But anyway, yeah, like it's time to really focus on hitting that target. All right, last thing. I want to make sure I shouts out, give a big shout out to Killer Mike. I need my clap button. Please, yo, can anybody in the studio help me get my laptop back up? Please. I don't have no clap button or nothing. But anyway, big shout out to Killer Mike. Big shout out. Like, Killer Mike has done a project that's like classic. I think what happens is this. A lot of the new artists that I hear don't really motivate me to be creative. A lot of new artists I feel like are just on the paper chase. When Andre 3000 made that post about artists not being creative no more and it's all about the money, I agree 1,000%. I agree 1,000%. But, like, what do we need to do to get people to have the patience to do an album like Killer Mike just did? This album Killer Mike just dropped. Yo, he ain't even pay me for the tag. I met Killer Mike one time in Atlanta. Very cool dude. Shouts out to the whole Dungeon family, Bone Crusher. That's like my uncle. I love when an artist takes certain creative turns and bold stance with their music. I love when that happens. It's only a few people that's done it. I've worked with one of them, Eminem. But I love when people are just, when artists are creative and they get to creating. Like, that's missing. I hope that this Killer Mike album actually encourages other rappers to take their time and just try to create a body of work. I know as soon as I made a post about it, a female rapper, I'm not going to say her name because I don't know if we're going to work together. So I ain't going to say her name. But a female rapper sent me a message and was like, yo, it's time for me to get back in the studio. I was like, all right, cool. Let's do it. I'm never gonna say I don't want to work with somebody. I'm always open. But what happens is when you come into the studio, and this, all of my studio heads, all of my music producers, I'm sure you will agree with me on this. But if you come to the studio and you know what type of music I produce, don't say, yeah, give me one of them joints like Drake. Although we can do it. because it's not a very difficult task. Although we can produce those records, just say, let's create some fire. Let's make some magic. Let's create history. Like, those are the type of terms I like to look for that force me to be creative. It don't force me to be creative when you say give me a beat like Trippie Redd. Okay, I can do that too. Fine. Give me a beat like Thug or Gunna. Gunna, I heard the album too. I heard Gunna. Girl, let me look in the camera. Gunna. Gunna got a fire album. I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, like artists, it's time to start being creative again. Like, y'all already see the AI's here. AI's gonna copy you. If you do some easy, trendy music, AI gonna be like, oh, bet, appreciate it. I got 100 more tomorrow. Just like what you just did. With your voice. And that's another conversation for another day. But yeah, big shouts out to Killer Mike. I think we covered all our grounds. And just, let's just get connected again, yo. Let's get connected. Let's love each other. Let's do some dope stuff together. And let's encourage each other. Let's win together, yo. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. Till next week. Episode 86 in the books. Peace. 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 Peace.